What up, YouTube? It's your boy '09 Big Grizzly here with my September 1st ban list version of my Gigabytes deck. Thanks to Royal Oppression, Gigabytes is going to be a Royal Oppression being hit to one. Gigabytes is going to be really good this format, and it's always been a really good deck. But I think with Royal Oppression put to one, they'll be able to push it over the edge so it can maybe finally win some major tournaments. And with the exception of putting Monster Reborn in here and taking out Heavy Storm and Brain Control. This is about the same format I ran a couple weeks ago, and it got like 4th place in a tournament I played. So, very good deck. But I'm going to explain the deck. Well, not explain the deck. Well, explain some parts of it. But here's the deck. I'm really tired. I'm sorry. School just started back, and I've been running. But here's the deck. 2 Lone Fires. 3 Giga. Wouldn't be Gigabytes without one. 1 Lure Poison to get all my plants back, including my Titanium. Stop the targets. 3 Tomatoes. They help me with my Market of Rose control. Also, they can bring out pretty good monsters, Sangan and some other things. Copy Plant, also used with them to get an 8-star off, or a 5-star Catastor, or Android, or something like that. Cherry and Tomato. I just used him instead of Nettles now because he's recruitable by Tomato, Misty Tomato, and he helps me with Dark Arm control. So Sangan searches pretty much almost all the monsters in my deck. Gale, who could be searched by Sangan, but I usually bring him out with Tomato. He's a really good monster regardless of what the situation is. Twilight, who helps me with my OTKs. Dark Arm, who I have so much freaking graveyard control in this deck that I'm almost always able to summon Dark Arm, because this guy can't be taken out the graveyard, but my 3 Tomatoes and my Cherry and Tomato, they can be. I can use Giga Plants and control them massively. So Dark Arm's really easy to summon, and he's really good for the OTK. 1 Blazewing Butterfly for the Supervise and the Giga Plants 1. A Morphing Jar, a Gores, a Raikou, because I like Raikou, and he destroys a lot of things. Plus, he helps me from drawing into extra things like extra Giga Plants or the Titanium, or things I don't need right at the moment. And also helps me, and plus I get to destroy something, so that's cool too. Also with Lila, it's the same thing. So it's like I have 2 MSTs in here, but they're just in monster form. So that's really cool for me, and I get a free meal from it. And spells, 2 enemy controllers, because I just like putting monsters in defense mode. It's also another form of controlling deck, and you'll notice I don't run Dandelion anymore. Reason being, Dandelion really didn't do a whole lot for me as far as synchro control or anything went, and I think enemy controller does much better when I do use it after I flip Raikou, or after I have used Mr. Tomato's effect, or just anything. Monster Reborn's back in here, and thank God it is. This deck's chock full of resurrection cards, because I just like to get my monsters back from the graveyard, hit them on the field, start OTKs in the duel. And Monster Reborn helps me with that in more ways than one, and I'll explain a little bit more when I get to the extra deck too. The 2 Swings, which also bring along more control. And because Brain Control was banned, it really doesn't affect this deck a whole lot, because there's still 2 marks and a Mind Control along with the 2 enemy controllers. So I still have control over what I get. Helps me with synchro summons, and sometimes I'll take your synchro like a Boreonic or something like that, so it'd be cool. 3 Supervise. You guys already know the Supervisor for the OTK, or with Blaze Wings to help me get a +2, which is really cool. Use it with Blaze Wings, send Blaze Wing away, get a Giga Plant from Blaze Wings effect, and then use Supervisor's effect to bring Blaze Wing back. And then use Giga Plant's effect to get something like, you can get whatever you want. Future Fusion to dump my Geminis to target Super Alloy and Nitronate. It's the only back row like a spell card I have that removes back row cards. And you know, because Heavy Storm was gone, it hurts, but you know, that's what you should deal with sometimes. The traps, Calling Haunted, 2 threatening, because sometimes I just don't need you to attack. 2 Wind Blast, because I do have a lot of monsters in here that I can bring back from the graveyard, like Titanium, like extra Giga Plants, like Tuners, that I won't need at the moment, so help myself out and hurt my opponent just a little bit. A Mirror Force, Solemn, and 2 Deep Prisons. And for the extra deck, 1 Super Alloy Beast Wrathness. I know originally when Gigabytes first came out, no one was running this card. No one ran Super Alloy Beast anymore. They forgot about his OTK power, and they just went to strictly relying on Supervise. And with him out, he's a 22 beater. He gives them all their effects, and you swarm the field. And even if he leaves the field, there's Monster Reborn and, you know, Calling Hunt to bring him back if I need to, but I really don't have to. But this extra deck is pretty balanced. It's probably the most balanced extra deck I've seen, because it ranges from 4 stars to 9 star. Starting with the only 4 star there is Armorion, who's really good after I've used him. Putting the Giga Plants become a 34, and you're just not gonna run over 3,400 Giga Plant. Catastor, Android, standard 5 stars. Rio and Goyo, the 2 best 6 stars I can think of right now. A Power Tool, and because of this format, 2 Black Rose Dragon. And with plants, Black Rose Dragon provides even more graveyard support, so it does really, really good with it. So it really brings out the best in this deck with 2 Black Rose Dragons. I wish I had a 3rd one, because I would totally run it again. 1 Colossal, 2 Stardust, 2 Black Brood to help along with my OTK, and 1 Gothams. Who's so freaking easy to get out. So that's the deck. Rate, comment, subscribe, guys. I'm tired, so I'm going to bed. But it's your boy 09 Big Grizzly signing out.